only problem is then you got to move your phone if you want to, grab a drink.
Yeah.
So there's that. But are we live?
We are live. I'm trying to get your camera squared away for just a second.
Not squared away.
Yeah, I got a weird little extra line.
Cuss. Oh, no. I thought you were going to cuss.
Nah, man, not even close.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, I know.
Waiting on the day. Don't worry, Sam. I know you're in basic. We're going to get there one day, buddy.
I'm telling you, it's probably Paris.
Think Paris will do it?
Yeah, probably.
Makes sense that it would be the daughter.
Probably Paris.
Yeah, makes sense. My daughters made me fucking cuss every day. They just made me fucking cuss just now. Just thinking about it.
Yeah, it'll probably be Paris. I don't know, maybe not, but
I've got a pretty semi-personal story about making your daughters basically flip out.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely not one of my proudest moments. So it's a little humility involved, but I'll share it with you.
Okay.
If you like.
You've
actually probably already heard it, but you know the scenario, but you people don't. I don't mean like you people. I mean like motherfuckers listening, all right? Anybody could be
full you people and
sons of bitches. I am in Jeff's seat.
Well, you're doing exactly something that Jeff would do because that Italian hand, that right Italian hand is waving in front of that camera.
Is it?
Yeah, when you went use people.
Oh, I didn't.
You went high. You didn't go full like Mikey Musumeci.
Musumeci. No, yeah, it's probably a AV issue then, huh? If it's running two people, yeah.
You and Jeff both now are having the same issue.
Well, if it's both of us, then it's not a he or I issue. It's a setup issue. Just saying. I hate to be a.
Yeah, I mean look. The AV guys catch it. It's always
true.
It's always us, bro.
Yeah, it's never for like with a thank you.
Yeah, so we are without Jeff. I guess we should say
we
that
should mention that. Yeah,
we are without Hefe. We'll be without him all week this week as far as recordings go.
He's a busy guy.
He's got a lot going on.
Busy guy.
Got a lot going on. Been out of town a little bit. So
yep.
We're all getting together at Hefe's for UFC fights tonight.
El Jefe de Casa?
Yeah.
Did I do that right?
Very good. I think so.
Boom.
I don't know, though. I don't speak Spanish.
Yeah, well.
I mean, we'll tell you, yes.
Good enough.
Was it good feedback for you? For me saying, that's great.
Yeah, it was reassuring. Yeah, I appreciate that.
That's what I do, man.
Made me feel a whole lot better about it.
Yeah. But we are without Hefe, today's episode and Wednesday's episode, so it's just Cam and the Rev.
Yep.
Just Cam and the Rev.
Classic OG Cam and the Rev.
Yeah. So we are trying out a little different camera angles since there's just two. So let us know what you think there.
Mm-hmm.
We also have I shared a picture to our Instagram. We have a new board. Let me see if I can get us. Yeah, so we have. It's funny. The tequila is in the shot for it's. It's right there. But we do have a new board, so we're trying a new camera angle too, just here and there.
May or not be sponsored.
We are definitely not sponsored by Herradura.
Appreciate you guys.
Reposado. But if they want to send us bottles of tequila, we'll take it.
Yeah, or some shirts and tequila.
Tequila
2X.
Yeah. I'm a 3 right now.
Yeah, well, you
3X,
just
a little bit taller.
3 tall. Well, give me a 3 tall.
But we got a brand new board that is really cool. We got a lot of cool features that it does. We still have our same intro music, which let us know what you think, Kyle. I was thinking about.
Oh, you better. You don't
our 100th
dare. You bougie ass.
Well, we can do whatever now. I like it. So, all right.
All right, and
I like it.
I don't know, but I don't know. Like, I'll say that, and then you'll probably come up with something really cool.
Yeah.
And then I'll completely flip the script. But as of right now, it's the classic.
It is the classic. And
we've said it so many times.
We'll keep it for a little while at least.
Right.
I don't want to just like willy-nilly change our intro music.
Yeah.
But the board gives us so many cool options.
It's true.
You run through some of these?
Let's run through. Yeah, for sure.
So this might be your favorite.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're all here today, and life's just. No, I'm just kidding. I really do like that one.
It's just ear candy.
That hits me right in the soul.
Yes, it does. Does.
That's literally when I figure whatever my I made it moment is.
Yeah.
Is when I wake up. I wake up just like that. Just
sun shining through the window.
Waking up. Yeah. Open up my double doors. Take a sip of coffee.
Yeah. It's all the coffee's hot. Just a perfect hotness, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, so we've got that, and then we have a new feature, a new sound that we're going to use for breaking news stories.
Boom.
So that will be something that you hear for breaking news.
Breaking.
All the normal, little just sounds. The old sad
Definitely can use that one.
Bang.
Our classics.
That was it was one of the. line a lot.
Mm-hmm.
This was when, at the early days of the internet, 97, 96, 97, 98, right in those time periods.
This is going to make me laugh at sad stuff.
Right?
I'm sorry.
So, it's laugh and cry, the full laugh cry.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm just sad, but I'm just
sorry. It is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
So, but in those early, 96, 97, Dad played chess online a lot, and there was a woman from New York that he played chess with a lot. And she was in finance, an executive in finance in New York City, and Dad, they would have really competitive. Dad played with her, and he also had he played with some Muslims online. Those were really cool.
Yeah.
Just people of
they just sacrifice some pawns left and right.
rip the pawns. A bishop every now and then just shoot it right in there in the middle.
You can't have a suicide pawn. I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry.
So, but he played
jokes, people.
Chess with this woman. I had her name. I had the whole story. Dad told me, years later. Pretty good now. So,
anyways,
we after 9/11, everything went crazy everywhere, and Dad didn't play on chess online for a while.
Right.
And then a few weeks went by, and he started playing. A month went by, and he didn't see her online in the chessboards anymore. And so he looked up her name. And
how did that just happen?
Because I'm awesome. He looked up her name, and she passed away in the towers. She went to work. And Dad would
see, this is messed up, dude, because I'm laughing in the middle of this horrible little. All right, good.
Dad would always play her. Like he was working night shift, so he would get off at 7. By the time he got home about 7:30, he'd get on for about an hour or so and play chess before he went to bed. And she would go into the office early, and she would play chess in her office before she went to work. And she was on like the 60th floor or something of Tower Number 1.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Did he find out that she was like a distant cousin?
No, but he looked her name up, and she is on the. She's on the.
Turn it up. Stop turning it up. Hey, people, like, if y'all are listening, it's getting sadder because he's creating that right now. Okay, and it's true. It's true.
Okay,
stop. It really sets the tone. Jesus, I was right there. Like, Dad waking up every day, putting on his glasses.
Yeah, sit down,
playing.
Sit down on our dial-up family computer in the living room, right? That's what it was. So this is our setup. If you guys ever wanted to look behind the scenes, what you're seeing right now is our AV setup. So we got the board here, our brand new board, and to give you some context, let's add some context.
Oh yeah. Show them what we were dealing with.
This was our old board. This was our old board. So we ran everything. It's very, very, we made it work for over a year. We made it work.
Yep. Took it on threw it in a bag, took it on the road.
In a bag, recorded on the road. It did really well. So look, if you're looking for something to just get into, like recording, you just want to record people, record a podcast or anything, interviews, anything like that. It's a Zoom PodTrack P4. It'll run off batteries, you can plug it in. You can also run it off a battery pack. It's USB-C power input, and it takes a SD card. You can plop your SD card in here on the side, and it records right to it.
And their whole setup is good. Like the mics came with it and everything.
We ordered.
Did we do the mics separate?
We ordered everything set. Yeah, but
the audio is just really.
The audio
good.
is just clear. Like this is what we've used.
Right. And spend the money on the mics, guys. Like if you do it, spend the money on the mics and have you a good soundboard like that, dude.
Yeah. We're running Shure SM58 clones. Basically, as our mics.
Right.
Yeah.
The 2.0s.
This is really cool. It has 4 sound buttons, and they're not really as programmable. You can't do as much with it. But then, so we recently upgraded. Oh,
that's me. Sorry, buddy.
It's okay. It's all right. So we upgraded to this, and then this over here to the right of your screen is my iPad, and is how we run all the cameras and stuff. So this is what our live runs off of, what our camera feeds, shows all of our little cuts and things that we do, where we can, add screen overlays. This is what we do, all of our picture-in-picture stuff. So that's kind of our setup. So if you were ever interested, and if you're local and you want just holler at us if you're local and stop in the gym. We'll take you up here and show you around. We're getting ready to completely redo the studio. You want to talk about that for a second?
Yeah, absolutely. And it kind of leads into where we're kind of going with that. So yeah, we'll be doing a build out on the gym here soon. We're just waiting on the owners to kind of finalize some things, and then we'll be able to start our process, start with the demo and everything. And on top of it, we're going to go ahead and kind of piggyback off it and do some upgrades to the old clubhouse up here, the old CRJ Studios.
Yeah, man.
This room was actually used by the owner years ago. This building was built back in the 80s. Been the same guy that's owned it forever, and he actually used to trade futures in this room back when he just had to have like 8 different clocks for 8 different time zones.
Oh, wow.
And
that's really cool.
Telephone and like a Coatron, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And he was very successful with trading futures. Like he just did, I don't know, I forget which commodities he did, but future trading is just like I think back then, I think it's different now, but back then it was like from 8 to 12.
Yeah.
So you trade futures in the morning and then it closes, He did it, started and sold like 4 different businesses out of this building. So it was a lot of good karma here, a lot of good energy, people.
Yeah.
For my sage burning,
your crystal loving.
Crystals, those people. A lot of good energy, a lot of good chakra energy. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, and your astrology signs and
all right. So just
all that.
Just to be hypothetically,
okay.
If you have that kind of good energy in the building, but maybe a married dude may or may not christen certain parts of the same facility with his wife, hypothetically. Do you think that messes up the energy? Do you think it
I think it's wholesome.
Okay, bet.
Like, because look, the relationship. I think we all know.
Anyways, I was just checking.
But the relationship between a man and his wife is a sacred relationship.
Correct.
It is something that is instituted by God. It's supposed to be that way.
There you go.
So I don't think that would cross up any energy at all. It may actually add some energy to it.
Oh, telling me, boy. Please piggyback. I'm just gonna
don't
my guy.
Try not to add too much energy.
Oh, I got you.
Try not to.
You alley-oop. I dunk it, bro. I got you, man.
Don't be energy and all over.
We're gonna energy all over this. This is gonna be the best energy ever. Like doubling down. Anyways, we're gonna piggyback off of that.
All the energy up here. All the energy.
We're about to add showers, swings. No, I'm just but no, we really will be adding a bunch of stuff, and then off of that, we're going to be able to kind of extend some of this and then upgrade the studio. Like I said, this has been basically the same room since the 80s, which is why we have the curtains and everything. Yeah. But, we can make really good use of the space that we have, and we're going to. So we'll do that. Unfortunately, not before we hit our 100th episode on June 24th.
Man, I'm so excited. That is an awesome milestone for us.
Dude, it may not seem like it, but when you really think about for the most part of the first year, we did do 1 episode a week. 2-hour episode. Yeah. And then made a lot more ground when we switched to 2:45 to 1-hour episodes, whatever you want to call it. And then, but to still, even then, like we literally doubled it. And it's like to stay consistent. Like I know we're just up here talking shit. Like it takes work. It takes away because it's not just we get up here and it's 45 minutes. You got, the gym stays busy. You can't ever get in here when there's not people here. Not really. Yeah. And then, you 20, 30 minutes of this, that, and the other. And then record, then break, and then record again. And then it takes time.
Jeff's always hungry.
Jeff's always hungry.
So he wants to eat all the time.
And the problem with that is like after open mat, if there's food, I'm going to eat it.
Yeah.
But if I ride the wave of not eating, like usually after that, they're like it's a low. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So side note there. But dude, 100th episode.
It's super cool.
We just hit 1 year.
Just recently hit a year, coming up on 100th episode. Tell you what we're going to do. We apologize, just so you know, for last Wednesday's episode. we did record, and we, if you could have caught the live on YouTube when we did it, but we had some audio as the AV guy. Right, I screwed up. I didn't do something that I should have, and we had some bad audio to the point that we didn't feel comfortable releasing it. It wasn't the quality that we typically put out, and we try our best to put out good quality stuff.
Yes,
even though we're very much beginners and amateurs.
Right, and in a year, I think we've only had that issue 1 or 2 other times.
Yeah,
but. I don't know.
Yeah, no, we've never released.
That we ever, and we not anything we've ever released, but I think we've only had to scrap
just a few,
one,
maybe one,
and then we had the one with Sam and his weight cut that we actually got it back. You know,
we had an extra. Yeah, so but we haven't had any issues really with issues
putting
out and having so that was really like the first time we encountered that where we were like, man, what are we going to do? And then Jeff was out of town, so we thought about re-recording, but we didn't want to re-record without Jeff and try to recreate anything.
Lo and behold,
so
apparently we could have.
Now Jeff's
not here.
But anyway,
busy guy. We know Jeff.
He's a busy guy.
We love you, buddy.
So we decided that we were going to re-release the very first episode that we did last Wednesday, and
Ground Zero.
Yeah, Ground Zero. And if you listen to it, go back to last Wednesday's episode, and listen to it, because we weren't even really planning on recording that night. We didn't know what we were going to do. We were just getting everything set up.
No. We didn't know.
We're just like, let's get in there. Let's play with the audio. Let's play with the recording. Let's see if we can do it. And then we just sat down and started talking. And that's really just what it's been ever since.
Pretty much. It's weird how accurate. Like, if you listen to that first one, like,
we talk about how we're going to do it, and
and we cover some of the same stuff.
Yeah.
Jeff says something sad.
Yeah,
we wait, what did he bring? I think he brought up. I actually forgot about that guy that broke his. Anyways, he brings up something sad. Mark shits on him. I make a joke of the whole thing, and then we dive into some real stuff again. Then we get on tangents and all. We've pretty much kept that going. So I don't know if that's good or not, but for us being white belts, I feel like
we were very much
white
belts in podcasting at that first.
So what do you think
episode.
now? Think we deserve a couple stripes, or
I think we're at least like blue to purple.
Think we're blue?
Yeah,
we got promoted to blue.
Promoted.
June 24th, we're going to blue belt.
Blue belt. You know what we should do?
What?
We should just give ourselves a doctorate.
We could do that.
Yeah, dude, like honorary doctorates. I didn't realize, I've always known what they were, but over this last couple weeks, I saw something from someone on social media, and it was they were saying that this guy was coming to speak, and that he was an honorary doctorate. And I'm not going to call him out. I'm not going to call out where I saw it or heard it, because I don't want to start any drama.
Ooh, that good, huh?
Yeah, I don't want to do it.
An honorary doctorate.
Yeah. So this guy is coming to speak. So I was like, man, who is that? I wonder who this guy is coming. And he's just speaking to a small group.
It wasn't an insurance game, was it?
Yes. And he was
save it.
Yeah. This guy was coming to speak to a small group, and they're like super excited, doctor, whatever. And I was like, it doesn't seem like he would be a doctor. So I go to his profile.
Why, Mark?
Just because it just didn't seem that way. But because what he was speaking like motivational style speaking, and then the other credentials that he had didn't really line up. It was a lot of music stuff, and I'm not saying people in music industry can't be doctors, but it was hip hop music. It just didn't seem like it fit, right? Mm-hmm. So I did some research on the guy.
Oh,
vetted him a little bit, just for
if y'all don't know, like Mark can run through it, and like 15 minutes later, he's got a full breakdown of a Joker.
So I vetted him, and I started researching who he was, and he got his honorary doctorate from a university that's not even accredited, that's not even in the United States.
Oh,
it's just some random university in in Asia Pacific area.
What the fuck?
Yes. So
Okay.
totally just bull crap. Just total terrible. No way in the world there's any legitimacy.
That's a good legitness.
Legitmus.
That's some legitness.
That's some legitmus right there. No legitimacy at all to his doctorate. So I went from there. I built it. I was like, man, that's just first. It ticks me off a little bit. Like, man, this guy,
Yeah, taking advantage of people.
taking advantage of people.
Because I bet he's charging
I
doctor
guarantee
level
he's charging doctorate level
seminar money.
Yeah, bro, and all these just young, impressionable people being sold is all it is, and just sold over and over and over again. And so it's like, then it got me down the rabbit hole of honorary doctorates. I was like, man, what is it? Like, okay, so obviously it's not even an accredited university.
Right.
What does it take to give an honorary doctorate?
What does it take?
It takes nothing.
Really?
Anyone can do it.
So why even have the term honorary doctorate?
Because it's just it's just a recognition. So universities in America do it as a recognition of people that have done things in a certain field. Like if somebody has done a lot for humanity, they will give them an honorary doctorate for whatever it is. And so
And then you can call yourself.
And then you call yourself a doctor, whatever. But you can't lie. You can't say, I'm an MD or doctor, a chiropractic doctor or anything like that, medical doctor. You just have an honorary doctor.
Because those things have to take licensing and all that. Yeah.
And all an honorary doctor is basically a certificate, an attaboy certificate that, hey, you did a good job in this, and we want to recognize what you did by giving you a doctorate. So, like, it means nothing. Like, it just means nothing.
Wait, so if I did...
that leads me to this. What do you think we could give an honorary doctorate for?
Ooh.
Like...
Well, I mean, is that what all our black belts are?
Black belts should be doctors, right? They should have their doctorate in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
It takes over 8 years.
For sure. Well,
unless...
Without, we weren't shitting on people.
Well, maybe I am now. Maybe this is what I want to do. Maybe I just want to completely crap on them.
Look, if we can't shit on the other guy, then why are we able to shit on these guys?
Yeah, because the other guy is really innocent, and we want to deep dive into that. We can't do it justice.
He's not innocent.
No.
The honorary doctorate
isn't
but
innocent.
the person giving it to him isn't.
No. And the honorary doctorate isn't innocent either, because he knows exactly what he's doing.
Then I'll meet you in the middle. So if you were to say that if someone gave out a black belt that was way too early, that they're just the honorary doctorate of black belts.
Yeah.
Your black belt was an honorary doctorate.
Your black belt was just an honorary doctorate. It's not real, bro. It's fake. No, here's the better one. Like, if you get an honorary doctorate from Harvard, that's legit. Like, it's legit. Where you get it from matters.
So if Doctorates gave you a black belt too early, it'd be all right.
Yeah, bro, it's Doctorates. Yeah, Doctorates.
But if scummy McFuck shit gave it to you
from a university that isn't accredited, that's the jokers that are getting their black belts too early, and they're just giving them out from like a Cracker Jack box, and they've been training for 4 years.
Or you get them online
and haven't competed all. They ordered their black belt on Amazon and decided that I'm a black belt, bro.
See? Professor said so.
Or those guys that promote themselves.
Yeah,
right?
those guys.
Give themselves the honorary doctorate.
Yeah. I got it online. That I completed my first my blue. I had which he doesn't know, he doesn't know, but I had an officer come up to me that was trying to get a certification for post and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I guess he just had the wrong idea about like getting the blue. Mm-hmm. But he was like, I want to start trying to like get to where I can test for my blue and get to my blue belt and all that. I'm like, okay, that absolutely. We definitely are in the business of trying to take people from white belt to blue belt.
Absolutely. It's a big step. Big step.
I just want you to understand, like the expectation here. Like we're talking about from this point now, and that person's already been training some, not really on the map.
Really little. Yeah.
Like from here now, minimum a year from now.
Yeah.
If you start now and stay consistent from here until then, minimum.
Yeah.
And then the realization was like, oh. I was like, yeah, man.
Of like a couple nights a week.
Go ask
3 nights a week.
I take it harder on the cops.
Yeah.
Like ask Hicks.
Yeah.
How long it took him to get his blue belt.
Yeah.
You know, Dave wasn't handing out shit, and I don't hand out shit. Mm-hmm. Like, and honestly, it's getting harder, and I don't mind it. You know.
Yep.
I mean, I don't want people to get discouraged or nothing, but we're not handing them out either.
No,
you know.
And look, you white to blue, you can get there in a year and a half. You
for sure.
You easily
can get there in a year if you
get there in a
grind
year if you really push.
Yeah.
Everything else though gets lost.
We've given out 1 year blue belts that have been at it for a year, maybe just over sometimes. You know,
just a little over.
And some stuff gets subjective. Like if you want them to be able, if they have something already planned and you know it, then you know sometimes it'll run over that. But you know,
nah, bro.
No, but we could give out honorary doctors.
I think we need. I think
you think
CRJ
this is like an upcharge thing.
I think we can give. I think CRJ should have an honorary doctorate program, that where people should be able to apply for an honorary doctorate from CRJ
with like 5 categories.
We need to come up with some categories.
Okay,
you know.
I think I can make doctors out of detailers.
Really?
Car washers.
Yeah. So that would be in the service. They would have an honorary doctorate in the service industry.
They're automotive sanitation engineers.
Automotive service injury.
Sanitation engineers.
Oh, okay.
They're automotive sanitation engineer
doctorate.
Yeah, they're a doctor in automotive sanitation engineering.
Honorary, HON. You just throw that honorary on the front of it.
Do I have to say honorary all the way, or can I just say HON at the end?
No, I think you just have to have it somewhere. You can call yourself doctor all whenever you want, but if someone asks, yes, I have an honorary doctorate from CRJ for the automotive sanitation industry.
Okay, so that's one.
Okay, yeah.
Because not only am I a professor of the arts, but I detailed for at a high level, very high level,
very very high level.
Everything from a shit Kia to a Lamborghini. Like, done them all.
Jiu-jitsu, we definitely can get. I mean, we're first degree black belts, bro.
For sure. We can definitely
give jiu-jitsu black belts.
All right, so then can we a doctor in?
Maybe we
jiu-jitsu?
should. Maybe that's what we should do.
Level 1
for all of our promotions going forward. When we promote someone gets promoted to black belt under us as we get into our 3rd degree. I know.
Yeah.
We're not giving out black belts right now, guys.
No, it's actually going to be a long time.
It's going to be a while.
Austin was the last one for a while.
Yeah. So, but maybe with our black belts, we give them an honorary doctorate.
I'm be down for it.
That'd be cool.
Doctor, professor.
It beats professor. It beats professor.
Does it? A doctor over professor?
Yeah. Which would you rather be called?
Yeah,
master.
No, y'all got to stop that.
See,
that's not the same,
doctor
though.
better?
Doctor is better.
Doctor's way better.
Doctor.
Better than master or professor.
You could be one of those cool people to get called doc.
Yeah.
Everybody I've known that's ever been called doc's been awesome.
Yeah. I haven't known anybody that's been a bad doc.
Doc? No. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could definitely do it for jiu-jitsu, grappling, or something like that. But what else? What else could we do? What about like a doctorate in honorary doctorate and being in like husbandry? Is that a word?
Yeah, but that's not what you think that it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, husbandry I think has to do with like taking care of plants and stuff.
Oh. Well, Rachel's like a freaking botanist or something.
Yeah. Rachel and Lacey has the tree thing.
Yeah.
Arborist. She's an arborist.
So. Is that just a women version of what I said?
No, it's just I think that's just trees.
I didn't really even know that was a word, to be honest.
Husbandry.
I thought
let's Google it.
I probably I probably just heard it somewhere and then conflated it and whatnot.
Yeah, because I'm not. Okay, the husbandry is the I was close. The cultivation or production of plants or animals.
Okay, well then it's just metaphorical. Then it's like
no. Relationship studies. Maybe a doctorate in relationship studies.
Just for husbands.
Yeah, male relationship studies.
Male relationships. Well,
yeah.
well, wait a minute.
I mean,
I guess a little gay, doesn't it?
No. I mean,
What about women studies? Like, you got to be able to.
Okay, I am definitely not a doctorate in female studies.
That's a good point.
Yeah, like
I was gonna try to take a position here, but I can't.
Yeah, I mean, I know what it,
I know one.
I know what it. I'm still figuring that one out. 25 years in, I'm still figuring carry out.
Yeah,
like there's still darkness.
I'm
in there
reaching
that
here,
I don't
buddy. I
know.
can't find it. Yeah.
So I know the relationship between the female studies and the male studies. Like, I understand the relation, like the male to female relationship from the male perspective.
Okay.
But I don't have it from the other way.
Okay.
Like, that's why, you know,
So it'd be the of male studies.
male relationship study, doctorate of male relationship studies.
Okay, so we got.
You writing this down?
Yeah. So we got
Detail,
jiu-jitsu, right?
Yeah, jiu-jitsu, automotive sanitation engineering.
Oof. ASE. ASE, yeah.
Automotive sanitation engineering. Male relationship studies. Or do we want to? Yeah, because we've got all the pieces for the single males too. We don't want to do just married males. So males in general is good.
Do we?
Single guys? Like, how many times have you led someone single through their relationship?
Oh, yeah,
problems?
I think you get that as a byproduct of
part
getting
of
the married guys.
Yeah, you work.
If you get the married
towards it.
part of it,
You
then you're like,
have to have
the single guys are just easy.
It makes it easy, right?
sense.
It's just stripped down. It's like the introductory to the married.
So ASE for detailers, MRS for
Yeah.
which is
HONDRMRS. That's what you put on the end of your name.
yes. So that's 3.
Yeah. I think we're good. I think
Jiu-jitsu, detail, male relationship studies.
okay, married.
A
maybe
doctorate
it's
in male relationship studies.
marital relationship studies.
Marital. Ooh. We'll play with that.
Yeah, we'll play with it. We'll figure something. Relationship studies in general. Maybe it's just relationship studies.
In relationship studies, and then it's a little more
encompasses
general there.
general,
It just,
yeah. We don't need to specialize. Like, we won't have to have exactly.
No, because we want to be able to give a doctorate to women as well.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
So it's just relationship studies.
Relationship studies.
So
Yeah.
calling that out.
HONDRRS.
Yeah.
That's so good, bro.
That does sound good.
Yeah.
What do you have to do to pass that? What do you have to do to get there?
Well, just send us, submit your application and what you think that you have done.
What do we charge per application?
Bro.
Dude, we could just play this up like we actually
Yeah.
have grounds to actually give somebody one of these, because apparently you don't have
Absolutely.
to have anything at all.
No, you don't have to have anything else.
All right, we got
and see,
Hefe.
it's only worth as much as who gives it to you. So the value of this honorary doctorate is going to be worth however much you value us. That's how valuable
And
your
this
honorary doctorate
is how
is.
valuable we are. And then we come out on stage,
Yeah.
and then we have lots of music.
Yep.
Maybe I dance with a couple people, you know,
Black
stuff
pants.
like that. Black pants, I guess. I was thinking more gold, but
No, you want to be like the Steve Jobs look. You want or
I'm
a
not
black
wearing
shirt.
I don't want to wear a
jeans.
turtleneck.
You could do black shirt.
This
you
and
could
a
do, you could do black shirt. No,
Black shirt.
Yeah.
Okay. So we just make ourselves look really important.
Really
Talk
pretentious.
really distinguished.
Yeah.
Distinguished. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell everybody how awesome I am for 30 minutes.
And tell.
Do you know how awesome you are not?
Full TED talk with it.
Yeah,
Just
full TED
15 minutes. Bam, done.
Boom.
Honorary doctorate.
We have Hefe. What about the insurance game? Honorary doctorate in.
We could probably do an honorary doctorate in business studies, maybe between me and Hefe.
Yeah.
And all three of us, really.
Yeah,
I mean, you're
for
a gym owner, business,
Entrepreneur, baby.
business
I'm a
sciences,
fucking savage.
business science, maybe honorary doctorate.
Yeah,
in
I'm
business
more of
science.
the don't go to school route.
Right. Everybody has their own path. Bro.
Which there's a segue there, but I don't want to get off this.
Yeah, everybody has their own path.
Yeah. Business studies.
Yeah. Look, I think we're fantastic. I think that's exactly what we need to do. I think we're onto something. So
What do you charge
I'm not
for
sure.
something like
A couple $100 maybe.
And then we could do seminars.
Yeah, to help people get there. Mm-hmm. You know, if they feel like they're close. It would be more privates now. There would be more private lessons.
Well,
the group seminars,
group private.
The seminars would be more just to introduce them to what it is.
Adding value to who we are.
Yeah, adding value to who we are, which is all these guys do anyway.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Add value to who we are.
Dude, we could like
tell
rent
you how much you need it.
We could rent like a silver Corvette.
Yeah.
Like a new body.
Yeah, like the what is that? Turo? Is that Turo? Is the car rental, high-end car rental?
There's a couple
thing?
of them, yeah.
Or you can rent Lambos.
Look,
or
I'm not
whatever.
gonna lie. Every time I accidentally look at that blue light, I look at you, and then there's a blue
haze
in front of your face. Yeah.
How's that?
It's a lot better. Now I can see your face again. Yeah. And I haven't.
How's that face look?
It's fantastic. All right. I've had some allergies and stuff.
You're getting a little squinty.
Yeah. So I'm just like, Mark's there somewhere.
Hey.
I'm just going to trust it. So if I'm looking at you weird and stoically, like deep into your eyes, it's just because I'm trying to fucking see you. Slight tangent. I found floaties.
Did you?
I found floaties.
Okay.
I have them.
Yeah, I think everybody does.
Apparently they're there.
Yeah, you don't notice them though.
I don't want to tell people that. Anyways.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to come up with a word for the thing. People won't know what I'm talking about right now.
I know what you're talking about.
But I was there.
That's so weird
that I noticed it.
I know what you're talking about, and like there is no context whatsoever, right? No context at all, and I know what you're talking about.
It's a frequency, buddy.
It is.
It's a frequency. Sounds.
Yeah. It's connection that by being, it's like women's periods.
We just sync up every now and then.
Sync up. Bro.
It is only a couple times a month.
Yeah, you know, you just
certain times
zoned in. You're just right there.
I don't want to get personal, but like, is your wife about to be on her period?
I have to look at the calendar.
You go off a calendar?
Yeah, I have a general.
Because I think Steph might be. She's been a little bitchy lately.
Carrie has been great.
Yeah. Well, no, it's so right before that happens, she gets a comp dropping us for no reason.
Yeah, I don't know, some problems.
But that's
we'll
not
reset it for our next episode. Yeah.
I don't want to wait for our lives to be
you in that song.
I don't know why. I only sing it here at the gym.
Yeah. Really?
I swear to God, I don't know.
Really? It's a like environmental. It's like you gotta be
something
be here.
I think it's something about going upstairs and looking down, because everything about Dawson's Creek was like from that chick's window, and then Dawson's all like, I don't know, you know. But
that's what Dawson's Creek makes me think of.
I don't know, but I used to sling. Well, I did used to sling, but I used to sing closing time when we worked the bar.
Yeah,
I would walk in. It wouldn't even be closing. I'd be like, closing time.
Just because you're at the bar.
Something because this fucking asshole's getting on my nerves.
Can't stay.
Can't stay. Oh yeah. Damn, it's still. Are we back? Yeah, we're back on the video, motherfucker.
So circling all the way back just to bring everybody up. We're coming up on our 100th episode.
Honorary Doctorates on their way.
It's on the way.
Boom.
We are going to release some of our favorite episodes.
Yes.
So starting this coming Friday, we're going to release some of our favorite episodes out of that first 20. So it's not going to take the place of any of our normal Monday or Wednesday episodes, but on Fridays we're going to be a little bonus episode for you guys.
Right?
Going
Yeah.
into the weekend
Shouldn't replace anything.
No, won't replace nothing. So we're going to pick out some of our favorite out of that first 20 that we really enjoy, because there's some really cool stuff there.
Yeah, there's some funny shit.
Some funny stuff. So it is the long form though. So it's those episodes are going to be way longer. Most of those are like 225.
Right.
Pushing 3 hours on some of them. So we'll release some of those on Fridays for the next 3 weeks leading up to our 100th episode on June 24th. So super stoked about that. Mm-hmm. And yeah, man, that's
100 episodes.
100 episodes.
Seems weird, doesn't it?
It's so weird.
Doesn't seem like as much, but it's like when we first started, we were like, man, look, we get to that 100th episode and we'll have stuff figured out.
Yeah.
Remember, we used to talk about that all the time.
We did.
Like, we were like,
it's crazy.
And then we're figuring it out. Like we're on the brink of like redoing the whole studio,
whole studio, and
whole
cool
new build
setup.
Yeah,
lighting will be a little better, set be better. The stuff we did with our board and all this is much improved. Super
way better,
super cool. Everything is. We're just kind of checking it off, figuring it out. We've got video now with all of our episodes.
Yeah,
so that
yeah,
you
that was
can,
that's. I mean,
that was another big. That was a big step trying to get to where we could.
And
have,
we did that in the fall. Did we do that last fall?
No,
Winter?
No, we did that
This year.
This year, yeah,
Oh,
this
shit.
year. Yeah, because it was when I was back and forth to Savannah, January, February through there sometime.
That's right. Okay,
We got it.
That's right. Yeah.
So
yeah.
bro,
Weird.
It's crazy that we've been able to do as much as what we have. So it's really awesome. So we're excited.
Milestones, baby.
Yeah, starting to pick up some traction. More people. So also, as I'll tap out with this, we have a Facebook group now that we just created.
I did see that.
Yeah, so we have a Facebook group, which is something cool that I wanted to do.
What was one of the requirements? Don't be soft.
Yeah, don't be soft. Yeah. So we have if you're on Facebook, just look up CRJ Listeners Group, and there's a few questions that you'll have to answer.
Yes,
that we're gonna have to ask you to let you in. It's a private group.
Got to be.
So it is a private group. We've just got a few of the OGs that are in there right now. Me, Kyle, Dave, Jeff, Kevin, Simon. That's kind of the group right now. So we'll add some behind the scenes content, right. some just cool stuff into that. So CRJ Listeners Group, where you guys can connect. You can just have a really direct line into CRJ without going some weird thing. So feel free to post there, share whatever you want, share about your families, share pictures, anything you want to share that to the CRJ community. That's really what it is. It's just a community page for you CRJ listeners, wherever you are. Belgium guy, I know you listen. We've got Belgium guy. We got Russian guy now. Yeah, person. we got a person. I guess Belgium person too. I don't know that he's a guy.
It goes two or one ways. It's like when I picture the Russian person, it's either like a big giant like can-eating Russian, like that guy sent you.
The big I followed him, bro.
I did too.
I can't help it.
I can't either.
I like it.
Yeah, he's like a
guitar. Him playing the guitar, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I either picture that, like a guy like that playing Rammstein.
Yeah,
or like a really hot.
Duhas.
Yeah, Duhas. I saw a video of them this morning of like they're still doing it.
Oh, bro.
They're doing like crazy shows. Like he shot off pyros.
I saw that.
And then it hit something. Dude, I feel like we need that on the soundboard just for whatever. Like start getting crunk. Just yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
I don't know how I got there, but
yeah, that's what you picture for Russians.
That's what I picture for Russians. That are like a really hot blonde. Anyway,
yeah. So wherever you're at, if you have Facebook, join CRJ Listeners Group. Shout out to us, holler at us there, and follow us on Instagram. We're posting clips and reels almost daily now. So like that stuff up, share it. Get more people into the CRJ environment.
Right.
And that's all I got.
There you go.
Tap out with.
There you go.
What you got, buddy?
I don't really have much to tap out to as far as like literal taps. I don't think anything really got me this week.
Cool.
Good. I don't think. Well, I mean, I want something to tap out to every week, but I'm kind of awesome, so
yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna tap out to whatever meniscus, whatever the crap's going on with my other knee.
Yeah.
I tap, and I'm going to rehab you, and take care of you. And I've kind of started this week because I have plantar fasciitis, or however you say that.
Plantar fasciitis.
Whatever that stuff is in my opposite foot.
We're not a doctor in that.
No, not yet.
No.
We'll be honorary before you know it. As soon as I get done and I heal this, boom, honorary doctorate.
How many honorary doctorates do you hold, sir?
I don't know, but I want to rack them up, man. I want to rack them up.
Have a whole wall of honorary doctorates.
I'm going to give them to kids and stuff. We'll be the taekwondo of honorary doctorates. Yeah.
That's right.
You get one, get one, boom, boom, boom.
Put your application in, pay your fee, and we'll see what we can do. We don't promise them to anybody, but
no promises here.
It comes. The more you pay, the better off you are.
Yeah, you can get there.
Of getting noticed.
You can get there. Yeah, we can get you there. Don't worry about it. So
that's awesome. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see you guys Wednesday. We love y'all.
Peace.
We're out.